There's a myth about cats that almost everyone believes. That they don't care if you leave. That they're independent, cold, completely self-sufficient. That it makes absolutely no difference to them whether you walk through that door or not. And that myth is quietly hurting millions of cats every single day. There's a real chance it's hurting yours right now, without you even knowing it. Because scientists have confirmed what most cat owners refuse to accept. Your cat is bonded to you, deeply and genuinely. And when you're gone longer than you think, they don't bark, they don't destroy your furniture. They just suffer in silence. And that silence is exactly what fools us. Today, I'm walking you through 6 everyday things that are quietly damaging your cat. Things that come from pure love, but cause real harm. Stay until the last one, because it might be the most damaging thing on this entire list. Point 1. Hitting the overload button while petting. Has this ever happened to you? You're sitting with your cat, everything feels calm, she seems completely relaxed, and then suddenly, with zero warning, she bites or swats your hand. And you're thinking, what on earth did I just do? You touched the wrong spot. Most of us pet cats the same way we'd pet a dog. Long strokes down the back, belly rubs, scratching the base of the tail. With dogs, that works perfectly. But cats are wired in an entirely different way. Their skin is packed with sensitive nerve endings that shift from "this feels wonderful" to "this is painfully overwhelming" within seconds. Animal behaviorists call this petting-induced overstimulation, and it's one of the most misunderstood things in cat behavior. A study from the University of Lincoln found that cats show the lowest stress levels when touched around the cheeks, the base of the ears, and under the chin. But when owners focused on the belly or the base of the tail, stress hormones spiked almost immediately. That belly your cat shows you? It's not an invitation. It's a sign of profound trust. When she exposes her belly, she's saying, "I trust you with my most vulnerable spot." And when you reach for it, you're unintentionally betraying that trust. Stick to the safe zones around the head and cheeks. Let her set the pace. And the moment her tail starts flicking or her ears flatten, stop. That's her way of saying, "I love you, but that's enough." Respect it, and she'll stay beside you far longer. Point 2. The silent dehydration happening inside your cat. The food you're giving your cat every day might be slowly dehydrating her from the inside out. Cats are descended from desert animals. They evolved to get almost all of their hydration from the prey they hunted, not from a water bowl. As a result, a cat's thirst drive is genuinely very weak. They simply aren't built to drink enough water on their own. So when their entire diet is dry kibble, which contains only around 10% moisture, they live in a constant state of low-level chronic dehydration. And you don't notice, because they look fine on the surface. Research from the Journal of the American Veterinary Medical Association found that cats on dry-only diets had significantly lower total water intake, even with a fresh bowl right next to their food. Over time, that dehydration puts serious pressure on the kidneys, and kidney disease is the #1 cause of death in older cats. You don't need to throw out the dry food entirely. Simply mixing in wet food 2 or 3 times a week makes an enormous difference. One small change, and you're giving your cat's kidneys a real fighting chance. Point 3. Putting the litter box in the wrong place. Where is your cat's litter box right now? In the basement? Behind the washing machine? Crammed into a dark cupboard? If yes, you might be the reason your cat feels anxious every time she needs to use it. We hide litter boxes because we don't want to see or smell them. That makes sense from our perspective. But from your cat's perspective, you've placed her bathroom in the most frightening spot in the house. Cats are both predators and prey. When using the litter box, they're in their most vulnerable position. Their instincts demand that they can see what's coming and have a clear escape route. A box in a tight, dark corner with one way in and one way out violates every survival instinct they have. Research in applied animal behavior science found that litter box placement was one of the top factors linked to elimination problems in cats. If your cat has been going outside the box, it's very likely not a behavioral problem. It's a location problem. She's not being difficult, she's scared. Move the box somewhere she actually feels safe. And remember the rule behaviorists recommend: 1 box per cat, plus 1 extra. 2 cats means 3 boxes, placed in different areas of your home. Point 4. Starving your cat's inner hunter. When was the last time your cat actually hunted something? Not stared at a fly from across the room, actually chased, pounced, and caught something. Most indoor cats go entire weeks without a single real hunting experience. They look fine, sleeping, eating, going about their day. But something is quietly breaking down on the inside. A cat's brain is wired around one continuous cycle: stalk, chase, pounce, catch, kill, eat. When that cycle is never activated, something deteriorates. A study in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery found that cats without regular play stimulation showed significantly higher rates of obesity, aggression, excessive grooming, and depression-like symptoms. That cat who sleeps 18 hours a day and seems low maintenance, she hasn't just become lazy. She may have simply given up on life feeling stimulating at all. 10 to 15 minutes of interactive play daily. That's all it takes. A wand toy that mimics real prey movement. Let her stalk it, chase it, catch it. That one habit can completely transform her mood, her energy, and her connection with you. Point 5. Raising your voice when she does something wrong. You catch your cat knocking something off the counter. You shout her name. It feels like the natural response. Most of us have done it. But here's what's actually happening inside her brain. Cats don't process cause and effect discipline the way humans or dogs do. A 2021 study found that cats who were regularly shouted at showed significantly elevated chronic stress and were far more likely to develop hiding, aggression, and litter box avoidance. She's not learning, "I shouldn't do that." She's learning one thing: the person I live with is unpredictable and unsafe. You're not trying to hurt her, you're just reacting. But your cat doesn't understand your intentions. All she registers is the volume, the tone, and the energy. And over time, that doesn't correct behavior. It quietly destroys the bond between you. Think about it. If someone in your home randomly shouted at you every time you walked into a room, how long before you started avoiding them? Point 6. The most common and the most damaging. And here it is, the one I promised you. Believing the independence myth. The idea that cats don't care when you leave, that your absence means nothing to them. We believe this because we love them, and we tell ourselves we're respecting their independent nature. But it's not true, and it's hurting millions of cats. A 2020 study in Current Biology proved that cats form genuine, deep attachment bonds with their owners. Bonds similar to those dogs form with their owners, and even similar to the bonds human infants form with their parents. When cats were separated from their owners and reunited, they showed clear signs of either secure or anxious attachment, based directly on the quality of their relationship. So when you leave for 10 or 12 hours and come home to a quiet cat who seems fine, she may not be fine at all. Cats who experience prolonged isolation develop real anxiety and real depression. But because they're cats, they suffer in silence. They don't bark. They don't destroy things. They simply withdraw. And that withdrawal is exactly what fools us. Your cat waits for you. She feels your absence far more deeply than she'll ever show you. You don't need to be home around the clock. But the small things matter. Leave enrichment out before you go. Set up a window perch so she can watch the world. Rotate her toys so they stay interesting. And when you walk through the door after a long day, don't just walk past her. Sit down. Be fully present for 5 minutes. Because to you, your cat is part of your world. But to her, you are her entire world. None of these 6 things come from bad intentions. Every single one comes from love, from owners who simply didn't know. And that's exactly why it matters. Your cat cannot tell you what she needs. She cannot explain what's hurting her. All she can do is wait and hope you figure it out. Now you know. Start with one thing. Just one. And watch what changes. And if you want to keep uncovering the secret lives of animals, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next insight.